Good afternoon, all. MrKiwi back again. Some might say that this is not really a precious metals subject today, but if you stick with me to the end of this short video, I think I can make a case that this is going to be an unpackaging that is relevant. I got a package. This was somewhat intentional, somewhat a mistake. I think there's two items in here. I ordered one and the website was doing but wait, your order's not complete. Maybe you want to buy this second item. And all I wanted to do was find out the price of the second item. But apparently when I clicked on it, they took my credit card information from the first item and just billed me and shipped it to me and so on. But I thought, what the heck? What's done is done. They can ship it to me if it comes from spybriefing.com. I have a 365-day approval time frame on anything I buy from them. So let's get into this and see what I got from them. Now, Spy Briefing does kind of, I'm not going to say shill for a precious metals vaulting company or precious metals, one of those high dollar precious metal advisement companies where they, the website, the prepper website, the spy survival website says part of your prepping should be gold and silver and go with our partners here and they can sell you gold and silver at great prices. And we all know that's not true. Anybody who advertises any kind of precious metals services online is doing it to make a profit, and it's more on their benefit, not for yours. And we as stackers know that we can get better deals other ways. But let's see what I got from these guys today. A couple of nasty little boxes. We'll check the invoice off camera. One of these things was a mystery knife, and the other one was not a mystery knife, but the price was a mystery. I didn't find out what the price was. Well, this is actually just a little bit of advertising. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I know pretty much what it says, but I'm going to put this on camera for you. So you guys, if you're interested at all in what these guys do, what Jason Hansen I particularly like as a content creator, as an expert in the field, as a patriot, and an ex-CIA officer where he put his life on the line for his country. I like him a lot. I've been to several of his in-person classes. I've traveled to spend time with him. And honestly, a lot of the stuff they sell on their website is of the giveaway category. We'll ship it for free if you pay the shipping. And you know the quality is not really there. But if you were to get some of these items that they sell, get them original, handmade, quality craftsmanship type products, they would cost hundreds if not thousands of dollars. So those of us who really can't afford to do any different, just use the everyday carry stuff. And let's get into it and see which one. I can't really tell which item's which here, which one's going to be the mystery. And I didn't read the yeah, there we go, there's our made in China, which was to be expected. So let's take a look. We'll just do these. I'm not sure which is which, but I'll tell you what I can figure out. This, I think, was the second item that I got that I wasn't really trying to get. So let's go back to the other one. And this would be the mystery knife that they said was worth way more than the $30 or so I was paying for it. And that I would just love it. But if I didn't, I had up to a year to send it back. And yeah, it's about what I expected. It's fairly heavy. It's not made of lightweight space age materials. But let's see what they sent me here. It already fails on the first category. I don't like a belt clip that doesn't end with the curve all the way at the top. Because I want this to be completely concealed. If I hang this on my belt, I've got more than an inch showing up here. But let's just see if I can manipulate this without hurting myself. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Okay, what we have here is a tanto blade. This particular design is called a tanto. And usually it's sharp on this edge, and this one's not very sharp. And usually it's very sharp on this edge, and this one's not very sharp. Not very impressed, guys, for your mystery knife. And it needs to have a fairly good finger relief here, because if you actually use this the way it was supposed to be used, stabbing something, you will stab something and take your finger off. You'll hit, especially like a car tire or something like that, and there's nothing to stop your hand sliding forward and seriously hurting yourself. So, yeah, I'll sharpen this up. I may just use it as a utility knife. And like I said, it's not going to be an everyday carry. It'll be fine. I had to leave a couple of my knives at another address recently, so I'm kind of low on my everyday carry stuff. I drove into the city, and then, yeah, it doesn't even open too well. And then flew back, and flying back, I didn't have a checked luggage, so I had to leave my weapons. So those are in the desk drawer at one of my other houses here in another state. So I have been a little light on knives I don't mind losing. So that may be this one. Now this other one is more of a tactical knife or a combat knife. And let's take a look here real quick. And, well, there is no knife. Where's the knife? Oh, MrKiwi fooling himself here. Okay, so this is a multi-purpose. Now you see here, the belt loop is much more set to the height that I like it. It's a good size belt loop. It's got an extra backwards clip in there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, just there. So it'll catch on the top of your jeans or whatever if you're wearing it on your belt. It also comes with a lanyard. It could be worn. And as you'll see in a moment, when I get this super sharp blade out of here, I'm going to be very careful. I probably could have zoomed this in. Now, you can tell when they ship you a super sharp blade because they put the tip protector on there. I actually have another one laying around on my desk. I think I just threw it into one of my tchotchke drawers. Okay, so what we have here is what I would call a tactical knife. I'm going to try not to stab myself while we get some focus. And as I was saying, this could be used as a yeah, it's not locking in there too well. I will have to mess with that. You can't really wear this around your neck for quick draw. I know some of you people in other countries where even knives are banned might find some of this stuff pretty stunning, but you can't really wear this around your neck so you can grab it and go to work if it's not going to stay in there. So I'm not going to force it. I don't know if this is adjustable or if this is going to snap in here. It doesn't really feel like it's, oh yeah, okay, it's snapped in. It felt very bad, that sharp point going right into my hand, but it is well protected there. Okay, so this is actually the nicer of the two. The mystery knife really is probably the one that's going to get sent back. And I don't really have a lot of use for a fixed blade like this. But as you can see now, if you were wearing this around your neck, you can very quickly, well, maybe, yeah, you can't even snatch it. I actually have to insert my finger and my thumb and remove them that way. Maybe if I zoom back out again, you can see that a little better. Finger, thumb. All right, and then I can open my mail, right? And as I mentioned earlier, this one is much more for, actually nice and legal. It's only got a 4-inch blade. Most states in the United States, that's not going to get you in trouble so long as you have a legitimate reason for carrying it. If your only reason for carrying it is as a weapon, even a defensive weapon, in many states, that's going to be considered carrying an illegal weapon because your intent is evil, even though defending ourselves is a natural human right. It's a natural animal right. Every living being has the right to defend itself. But anyway, we won't get on that target. But here's the thing, being very careful here. You can see I have quite a good grip, quite a good finger retention here, and even a thumb grip on top. If I was to, with some practice and training so that I maintained that grip, I could quite easily stab a tire or something that was hard to push through without my finger coming out of there and slicing myself by the knife stopping and the hand continuing forward. I think you all get my drift. So this is actually a very nice knife. I forget what I paid for this, more than I wanted, but I think I'll probably keep it because it is quite a nice knife. This will probably end up on my desk as a letter opener. I've been using my other letter opener here, and it's really a little big and bulky, so I think I might retire that and go with this spy knife. It's really quite nice. I really kind of like the feel of that. Anyway, I promised at the end that I was going to bring this back to precious metals, and of course I'm going to use these sharp objects for opening packages, and most of the packages that I open have got something shiny inside them. And so I don't feel like I'm going too off topic. I'm just talking about things that Mr. Kiwi likes. So maybe you can all get to know me a little bit better. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you feel that the restrictions on certain things in your community or your area, your country, frustrate you, or my attitude towards freedom and being able to own what I want and keep what I want and use what I want offends you. Because you're entitled to, everybody's entitled to be feeling either way or somewhere completely in the middle. But I'd be interested to hear what you have to say, especially if you found this interesting or not. If you found it boring, let me know. Thanks all, and until next time, I hope you've had an incredible day, and I hope that keeps up until next we speak. Bye now.